The following is not a sponsored video. Please keep in mind that it is still in pre-alpha. The time for true open-world RPGs to return is here, and the Wayward Realms is at the helm. What is Wayward Realms? Listen closely to my tale to find out. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's begin. Like every great story, let's start with the beginning, the Genesis. What is Once Lost Games? And their new game? Well, Once Lost Games is the brainchild of Ted Peterson and Julian LeFay. Who are they? Only the creators of Elder Scrolls Arena and Daggerfall. Also called the fathers of Elder Scrolls, no big deal. Nearly 30 years later, they have teamed up once again to see that potential realized. They have also brought along fellow Daggerfall alum, Eric Heberling, the original composer, to once again create a memorable soundtrack. With their new game, their quest is to create the Grand RPG, the biggest RPG of all time. A spiritual successor to Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, it aims to revive the open-world RPG genre by bringing old-school design philosophies of classic RPGs together with the latest technology and quality-of-life improvements, courtesy of Unreal Engine 5. In recent years, RPGs has become a loose term, but this title aims to change that. Instead of a game with RPG elements, you will play a true RPG. Choice, consequence, scope, and role-playing will be experienced like never before. With in-depth class and combat systems, a myriad of complex and dynamic faction relations, and a realistically scaled open world where players will experience a new class of game. You will experience a heart-touching story, and maybe most importantly, create your own. Every great RPG needs a great setting. The Wayward Realms is set on a group of over 100 islands, ranging from small to massive, known collectively as the Archipelago, where scores of factions and famous dynasties vie for influence and power to maintain the status quo. If you wish, you can achieve glory, but it does not come easily. You must prove your worth by questing and venturing through strange lands and kingdoms, encountering humans, elves, dwarves, and other races of a more unusual nature. Hidden away lies the Library of Logos, home of the Lore Masters. From this mountain hideaway, they seek out the magical and supernatural, cataloging their world's forgotten knowledge. This is perhaps one of the most interesting settings in an open-world game to date. You can already see from the art style they have chosen, the world is beautiful, filled to the brim with adventure. The player will explore a plethora of diverse environments, and an expansive cast of characters that come to life the more you interact with them. The Wayward Realms aims to give players a truly epic setting to experience. In line with their classic RPG design, they have established 4 core design pillars that will define and guide the Wayward Realms. They are scope, choices, consequences, and role-playing. In terms of choices, the Wayward Realms gives players truly meaningful choices, with the potential for lasting effects on the world and your experience of it. From your race, equipment, and skills to the narrative, gameplay tactics, and your involvement in world events. Everything you do will have its consequences, both good and bad. There's no such thing as a failed quest in the Wayward Realms, only results and future consequences, depending on how your choices affected the outcome. Whether those are positive or negative will be up to the world to decide, and for the player to experience. You will forge relationships that will last a lifetime. While other RPGs railroad their players into specific roles, the Wayward Realms lets players decide what type of character they wish to play, who they side with, and what actions that character would actually perform. The virtual game master will take a character's playstyle and tailor quests, encounters, and rewards around them, much like a real-life tabletop game master. Perhaps the most exciting feature, the Virtual Game Master, or VGM, is a system designed to bring role-playing to the next level. Aside from the many handcrafted quests, the VGM is also in charge of creating new quests for the player to encounter. The VGM will take into account other quests the player has already completed, their playstyle, who their allies and enemies are, and what type of quest the player prefers. Then utilize these variables to create new, tantalizing, and engaging content. With 8 unique races, over 30 skills, and several classes, you can create and customize your character any way you like. You can choose to be a melee warrior, or wield magic and craft spells. The game features a historical approach to weapons and armor, with fantastical themes. With the setting being an archipelago, ships and boats play a huge role in the game. Players also will have the option to purchase a mount to aid in their travels. After countless playthroughs of the Elder Scrolls games, I want something new. The fantasy nerd in me can't wait to get my hands on this game. Once Lost Games have launched their Kickstarter campaign for the game, and you can back it by clicking the link in the description. You can also read in detail about the game and why they have chosen to go that route on their Kickstarter page.